Welcome to Oktoberfest, the world's largest beer and folk festival celebrated since 1810. Every year, millions of people gather in Munich to experience the magic of Oktoberfest, and this year, we're joining in on the fun. In this video, we'll take you to the first 2 days of the event, from the ceremonial keg tapping to exploring the iconic beer tents and Carnival. You'll get a taste of the festive energy, Bavarian traditions, and of course, plenty of beer. We'll also share some of our tips and a few of our rookie mistakes as we navigate our first time at this unforgettable event. Made it to Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany, country number 12 on our year travel, and the vibes are so high. We just left the oldest tent where the mayor taps the keg to get the event started, and it was electric in there. We arrived around 10 a.m. to the festival to find a seat since we didn't have any reservations and heard that it can get pretty packed, and it was a success. Being in our first tent waiting for the event to start was part of the whole experience. Until the first keg is tapped, no one can be served beer, so it's a big tradition and a fun moment that everyone looks forward to. Usually we have a plan of what we want to do at these events and like where to go, but this time we're letting the festival speak to us. We're gonna hop in some tents, try some food, and enjoy our time at Oktoberfest.
It was bittersweet leaving the tent after they just tapped the keg, and it feels wrong to not have a beer right now, so we're gonna change that.
Our first stop was getting some food inside of us, and this is like a giant carnival, so they have food stands everywhere, and we got 2 bratwursts, and we're gonna enjoy it. And honestly, I thought the prices were made super duper high. This is like 12 euros for both of them, which is kind of a lot, but also not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, so let's dig in before we drink up. That's a nice bratwurst. At Oktoberfest, there's 17 big beer tents and 21 small beer gardens. So we're gonna try and find a tent that isn't too crowded or a spot for us to sit and get a beer.
Good morning from day 2 of going to Oktoberfest.
Wow. So we have some explaining to do. We made the biggest Oktoberfest blunder of all time. So we got there early, we had a seat, we were sitting pretty watching the keg open, and then we're like, hey, let's go walk around and, see more of the festival. Surely there will be room for 2 butts at one table at one of these 17 tents.
And there was not. So we spent the next 2 hours going in and out, 4 to 5 different tents, looking for a spot for 2 people to measle their way in there and we couldn't.
We were getting sad. We were like, oh, we'll never even get a beer here. We'll never do anything. It's so crowded.
So after we recouped and got over feelings, we're like, we can't not be here and not get a beer and get the Oktoberfest experience. So we went back with a vengeance. We found the tent, the Longbow tent, and we got in there. Huge success. No table.
Not at first though. At first we were just like, what do? We don't know how to muscle our way in. We're like, oh. So we just kind of stood on the outskirts.
And these words changed the course of our day. Hey, would you like a beer? From the table next to us, we got a beer. It was hype.
They became our friends. And they were like, yeah, we got you. You know, they were from Munich and Italy. Just these nice older men helping out some two silly Americans not knowing what's going on.
So we had some beer and some more beer, and this pretty much summarized how it went.
But now we're going back and we are gonna do some more things. We'll update you on the plan after we catch our bus, because we are outside the city, because inside is like so expensive. So we're an hour away, and yesterday's train ride into the city was packed.
Yeah, it was like shoulder to shoulder. Like there was barely enough spots for us to like get in there, but we did.
So I'm curious to see how it will be today. If it will be less crowded. It's Sunday, we're still going early, and we're not making our same mistakes.
No.
Or maybe we will.
We're pros now. No, just kidding. I'm sure someone watching probably facepalm like, why would they leave? If you leave, just expect you won't have a spot again. Yeah. Pretty much.
Unless you have reservations, which we don't.
No.
Still an awesome day.
Here's baggage claim. It's €5 to drop your bag off here. They give you a ticket, and then the festival's over there.
I know, they make it really convenient. All right, it's already feeling way less crowded than it was yesterday morning. We're here Sunday morning, day 2.
Everyone's recovering, so being early birds definitely has its pros.
Yes, and one of our goals today is to get a meal at one of the tents. So we're going to the tent that we want to get a meal at so we can get a table and hunker down for a little bit. And it's kind of bittersweet that you have to like hunker down and stay in one spot, but we're just gonna do that for part of the day. I'll go out, see the parade, and then Brandon gets to see it the same time you guys get to see it.
And the tent that we're going to right now is apparently, upon a quick Google search, has the best food. So, I mean, I don't know if that's gonna be true because I'm not gonna try it all, but I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, this is the time to go. There's no one in here. You get to see the whole time, and it's just a different vibe. We're not really party goers, so this is pretty awesome to kind of be alone, but not really be alone.
I'm thrilled. We made it to the, I'm gonna butcher the name, the Ochsenbraterei tent, and it is confirmed. Our waitress even said that they have the best food here, which we saw online. She might be biased, but I trust her because she's worked in some other tents, so looking forward to that. And this tent is popular also because of the food, and it's like big, large brass band. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna start off with something small. Becky's gonna break away, go check out the parade for us, and then we're gonna order lunch later and see how hype it gets in here. But I'm looking forward to being in this tent. And it's calm right now.
So I've left Brandon and I'm on my mission to find this parade, and it's one of the biggest folk parades that there is. And the awesome thing about Oktoberfest is that a lot of it is free. So the entrance into the festival is free, the parades are free, the music's free, the entertainment free. And so we wanted to show you a little bit more that Oktoberfest has to offer besides the beer tents and all of that. And this parade, it said it's 7 kilometers, and I think I found where it is. I cannot understand the street signs, so let's hope for the best. Definitely found the parade location. They said they're coming in around 11, and this parade always takes place the first Sunday of Oktoberfest, and it started in 1950. I just can't wait. I'm just so excited.
training camp. Becky is going to the parade somewhere, and I got the liver dumpling soup. It was actually recommended by the waitress. Oh man, that was a great way to start the day. Easily gonna give like an 8 out of 10. It's delicious, very brothy. The dumpling part is really nice flavor, honestly, and it's hearty. I like this. It's very calm in here.
So it was fun to see all the decorations, all the traditional clothing. 10 out of 10. It was awesome. And the bands. But hopefully I didn't miss too much because I left early. Let's see if they let me back into the tent.
Dude, you're back. I can't wait to hear how it was. It is 11 and it just started filling up more. And there's still people getting free tables at 11. So you might be able to risk it, but the music's starting, it's getting louder, and I'm excited.
I got here for just in time for the band. I love the music. Some people say the music here is bad, but I love it.
And I got a beer much sooner than we did yesterday, so close. The beer here is so good, it's kind of impressive because they make a lot of it, but it doesn't lose quality.
At Oktoberfest, they have 6 breweries here, and so this tent serves this kind, Sapitin, not correctly said, but all the different tents have the different breweries that they have. We'll have to go and see each 6. That's what we should do. You need to try all 6 different beers from all the breweries.
That's not a good idea at all. That is so bad.
We finally got our first official Oktoberfest meal in a tent, and I'm pretty stoked. So this is the traditional oxen meal, which our waitress highly recommended. She said all the food here is really good, but to try this one. So it comes with some meat. Looks like potatoes of sorts and a little side salad. This is really good. It has a lot of flavor to it, and it's just juicy and delicious.
Way better than yesterday. Like an 8 out of 10. So Becky and I wised up today. I stayed back while she found a new spot, which I just received a text and she did. So now we're heading off to St. Augustine, which is actually recommended to us by some of the people we met yesterday. And so we're gonna go there and try a new beer.
Update. We found Brandon. Our strategy is divide and conquer. So I went, found a spot, and now Brandon was able to come and get a spot because it's crazy here, okay? There's not enough room. But we are in the Augustiner tent, which is where our friends from yesterday told us to come, and it's the family-friendly one.
I missed! Hey, there you go!
Hey. It just keeps going, it's like a chain reaction. But we got some new friends, some from Munich, some from the States. We got a good crew here. Cheers.
This is our 3rd beer we've had at Oktoberfest, and I'm here for it. We're in the middle of it, we're in the thick of everything, but I'm excited. Ooh, that one is good. It might be in the middle. Ooh, it has a good aftertaste. Pretty solid. All around. That tent was definitely the most lively one we've been into. People were dancing, they were standing on tables, and it was a different vibe from the previous two we've been in.
And it was really pretty with this blue sky and the clouds, and just everyone's having a good time in there. And right now we've accomplished what we wanted to. We've gone into some tents, got a beer, got some food, and there's one more tent that we're going to try to go into that is said to have a yodeler. It doesn't look like we can get into the yodeler. What a bummer. They blocked us off. The carnival here is huge. Like, I knew they had a carnival, but I didn't know it was this big. There's so many rides, so many games, so many stalls. It's never ending. I don't think I want to go on any rides, so I get dizzy just watching them.
Not secured. We've been walking by throughout the whole festival, and these smell amazing. I walked up to him, I was like, what is my nose smelling? He pointed to this, he let us sample it, and then we bought it.
It smells so good. Every time you walk by, you're like, I want that. Also, I love how intricate all like the stalls are. They have wood figures, they have things moving. It's just a whole vibe. I love it here. We have officially left Oktoberfest, and I'm a little sad, but it was really awesome. We get to spend like quality time in 4 of the big tents, which was pretty awesome. And the food was really good. All the tents are decked out and beautiful, and the beer was phenomenal.
Overall, it was an amazing experience. We met a lot of great people, which is one of the things that Online said to do. We weren't wearing the traditional outfits because renting was a lot.
And we didn't want to buy cheap ones and make a fool of ourselves.
But hopefully we were able to capture the essence of Oktoberfest. I don't think we probably did a good enough job. So that means you have to add it to your bucket list and come back. But we're gonna go back to our other countries that we've been to, and we'll show you more of Germany later. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed Oktoberfest, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Pizza.